We gladly welcome you to St. Mary's College, Quezon City. It's a non-stock, non-profit Catholic school administered by the Religious of the Virgin Mary, the first pontifically approved congregation for women in the Philippines. The congregation, originally known as the Beaterio de la Compañía de Jesús, was founded in 1684 by Mother Ignacia del Espiritu Santo, a Chinese-Filipino mestiza. The institution became more organized through the years. In 1901, the Beaterio held its first general chapter and became a congregation. In 1912, the school was formally incorporated and the elementary course was recognized by the government. The secondary course was opened and duly given recognition shortly after. In 1935, the school received the formal government recognition of Junior Normal College course. In 1939, the name Colegio del Beaterio was officially changed to St. Mary's College in honor of the Blessed Virgin Mary, the patroness of the congregation. St. Mary's College, Quezon City believes that the home is an essential element in the society and the most influential factor in most aspects of human development. The institution is committed to carry on a strong program of religious instruction, communications, and social services. In its desire to upgrade the quality of instruction, St. Mary's College embarked on a self-evaluation project which led to a formal application for accreditation through the Philippine Accrediting Association of Schools, Colleges, and Universities. The high school department was accredited in 1975 and the grade school department in 1978. Subsequent PASCO visits confirmed quality education offered by St. Mary's College. On September 24 and 25, 2018, the Basic Education Department had its survey visit and was granted reaccreditation status for 5 years, valid until November 2023. The elementary level has retained its Level 3 reaccreditation status, while the high school is Level 2 and was granted eligibility to apply for Level 3. Committed to improve its educational services and to make the institution globally competitive, St. Mary's College decided in 2003 to work towards ISO certification. TÜV Rheinland Philippines Incorporated looked into the maintenance of quality management system on the entire school policies, procedures, and processes. On January 30 to 31, 2018, the institution underwent certification to ISO 9001-2015 with upgrade. On April 10, 2018, the certificate was awarded with validity up to April 9, 2021. A re-verification audit for ISO 9001-2015 was held on February 10 to 11, 2021. The school was recertified and awarded its certification for design, development, and implementation of basic education and tertiary education services with validity up to April 9, 2024. The occurrence of COVID-19 global pandemic in the first quarter of 2020 had disrupted every aspect of human life. Education was not an exemption. Philippine educational institutions identified appropriate instructional modalities to adopt which would guarantee undisrupted learning delivery and the safety of both the learners and the school personnel. The Basic Education Department revisited its instructional practices and redefined its delivery framework. Hence, it adopted online distance learning as its learning modality for school year 2020-2021 and school year 2021-2022. Effective implementation of curricular, co-curricular and extracurricular programs and activities through ODL has been achieved as evidenced by the evaluation results and the valuable feedback from the school's stakeholders. Likewise, the school has been a resource for other institutions through the sharing of best practices during panel discussions, webinars, and virtual benchmarking activities. The COVID-19 pandemic challenged our concepts about instruction and affected all facets of education. It highlighted the glaring disparities among educators and learners. Issues related to lack of self-motivation and social interaction among the learners, digital fatigue, poor internet connectivity, mental health, and risk exposure to the virus have been raised. Indeed, the current health crisis is changing the Philippine educational landscape forever. Schools will never be the same again. Thus, the Basic Education Department of St. Mary's College, Quezon City embraces not only the new normal, but more so the new possibilities. For school year 2022-2023, the Basic Education Department will shift to Flex Learning as its instructional delivery modality to address the needs of learners with varying contexts. Flex Learning is a combination of high flex and blend flex learning modalities. In high flex learning, the parents, guardians, and learners may choose between on-site and online mode of participation. In blend flex learning, learners will be assigned to groups on rotation for on-site plus online classes. On the other hand, flex learning will have a mix of online and on-site learners. Some learners may prefer to continue with pure ODL. Preschool to grade 10 learners who will opt to experience limited face-to-face instruction will be grouped and allowed on campus through a rotation basis. With flex learning, teachers will observe concurrent teaching, promoting interaction among on-site and online learners simultaneously. Grades 11 and 12 students will be observing full face-to-face instruction. Thus, they will be reporting to school on a daily basis from Monday to Thursday. Activities every Friday will be delivered through online distance learning. Since their school year is divided into 4 terms with 5 to 6 subjects per term, and considering the nature of their subject requirements, this provision will be more beneficial to our senior high school students. They would be able to accomplish collaborative tasks more efficiently and effectively. They will have more ample time to interact, consult with their teachers. Mastery of knowledge and skills essential to college preparation can further be enhanced. Pure ODL will only be offered to senior high school students who are under rare circumstances, presence of comorbidities, or residence in the provinces or overseas. They are expected to submit a letter of request addressed to the principal to avail of the pure ODL modality and a medical certificate, certificate of residency from the barangay where they belong, photocopy of visa. These students will observe self-directed learning in the morning as they browse, study the learning materials to be provided by the teachers. They will be met by the teachers during the designated consultation time in the afternoon, 40 minutes per subject through MS Teams to discuss the lessons for the day. These provisions for preschool to grade 12 will only be observed until October 28, 2022, in compliance to DepEd Order Number 34, Series of 2022, mandating all public and private schools to transition to 5 days in-person classes starting November 2, 2022, as reiterated in the Regional Memorandum Number 421, Series of 2022. Preschool to grade 12 levels will transition to full face-to-face instruction for 5 days a week starting November 7, 2022. Anchored on Ignatian spirituality and the RVM pedagogy, the whole Ignatian Marian community of St. Mary's College, Quezon City continues to commit itself to accompany its learners in their journey as they experience the quality, transformative Ignatian Marian education, which will nurture their faith, build their passion for excellence, and develop their compassion for service. This instructional delivery modality aims to ensure learning continuity amid the COVID-19 pandemic, provide the school stakeholders a clear overview of what flex learning is and its vital components, guide the teachers in the delivery of the most essential learning competencies, inspire the learners to become active agents of learning rather than passive recipients, guarantee that the learners understand the amount of work in a flex learning class, accord the learners with a semblance of normalcy to promote socio-emotional stability amid the state of uncertainty, and empower the parents' guardians as they assume the roles of learning coaches. In this framework, the school administrators will prepare the school's facilities and technological infrastructure in accordance with the requirements of flex learning, formulate and enforce institutional guidelines which will assure the safety of everyone, especially during face-to-face instruction, revisit school policies and procedures to accommodate the new learning modality, provide sufficient support to teachers, learners, and parents' guardians in the implementation of flex learning, conduct adequate monitoring and supervision, and evaluate the initiative in terms of ease of use, learners' performance, among others. The teachers will undergo capacity building activities to ensure their readiness to deliver flex learning effectively, review the subject's learning competencies, examine them critically through the lens of flex learning, review and revise the unit plans and student learning plans, develop challenging and engaging activities that will ensure the acquisition of essential competencies, decide what specific digital tools they will utilize for flex learning, maximize the use of Araling CLE as a learning management system, provide regular assessment activities to monitor learners' progress, determine what major assessments will be used to allow learners to demonstrate mastery of competencies, provide adequate assistance to learners whenever necessary, and establish a strong coordination with other teachers, the academic council, and other members of the school community. The learners will experience face-to-face and/or online instruction, utilize physical and/or online learning resources, interact with their teachers on-site and/or online, communicate and collaborate with other learners using on-site and/or online formats, undergo varied assessment activities to demonstrate learning growth and mastery of the essential competencies, and receive valuable feedback as regards their progress towards meeting the standards. The parents' guardians will embrace their role as learning coaches, set routines for on-site and/or online learning, dedicate learning spaces for their children at home to ensure minimum distraction, post the schedule of on-site and/or online classes in the learning space, monitor their children's adherence to the declared on-site and/or online learning schedule and the flex learning guidelines, and assist their children in accomplishing tasks whenever necessary. The subjects and the time allotment for pre-kindergarten to grade 12 per week are as follows. Preschool level. Consultation period, 1 hour per day from Monday to Thursday and 2nd to 4th Friday of the month. Grade 1. Grade 2. Grade 3. Grades 4 to 6. Grades 7 to 10. Grade 11. Subjects in grade 11 are offered in 4 terms. 6 subjects are offered in each of the first and second terms, and 5 subjects are offered in each of the third and fourth terms. Grade 12. Subjects in grade 12 are offered in 4 terms. 5 subjects are offered in each term. All grade 12 learners will undergo online work immersion, career advocacy activities during the second semester with a total of 40 hours. Self-paced learning time is allotted in between each period. 10 minutes for grades 1 to 10 and 20 minutes for grades 11 and 12. This provision is designed for the learners to further assimilate the recently learned information and skills by accessing the uploaded instructional materials in the MS Teams and Araling CLE, or by collaborating with their peers, thus enabling them to attain the expected level of mastery. The pre-kindergarten and kindergarten levels will continue to divide its school year into trimesters. Elementary and junior high school levels will continue to divide its school year into quarters. Senior high school level will have 4 terms with 5 to 6 subjects in each term. The subjects will be clustered into 2 to 6 per day. Thus, all subjects will conduct synchronous, real-time on-site and online instruction on a daily basis. Asynchronous instruction will be observed when flexed learning classes are disrupted due to poor internet connectivity or teacher's absence. Scheme A. If all learners in the class will prefer to undergo limited face-to-face instruction, the class will be divided into 2 groups and will report to school on certain days. Scheme B. If at least 50% of the learners in the class will prefer to undergo limited face-to-face instruction, Group A is composed of learners who chose pure ODL. Group B is composed of learners who chose on-site and will report to school on certain days. Scheme C. If more than 50% of the learners in the class will prefer to undergo limited face-to-face instruction, but the number exceeds the maximum allowable number of learners per classroom, the class will be divided into 3 groups. Group A is composed of learners who chose pure ODL. while groups B and C are composed of learners who chose on-site and will report to school on certain days. Scheme D, if all learners in the class will prefer pure ODL, the class will follow the regular ODL schedule. The school is committed to facilitate an interactive and collaborative teaching learning process. Thus, each faculty and learner will be provided with a Microsoft 365 account. Microsoft Teams is utilized as the video conferencing platform, while Irelink's collaborative learning environment is the school's learning management system. Preschool and grades 1 to 10 learners are grouped heterogeneously for flex learning. Grades 11 and 12 are grouped according to their chosen strands. The following class sizes will be followed for flex learning. Pre-kindergarten and kindergarten, 25. Grades 1 to 5, 35. Grades 6 to 12, 40. Learners will still use textbooks as main references in exploring the different areas of learning. Christian Living modules for pre-kindergarten and computer modules for grades 7 to 10 will be utilized to support the acquisition of essential competencies. For those learners who will report to school on certain days for limited face-to-face instruction, the Bring Your Own Device policy will be observed. They will be allowed to bring and utilize their own smartphones or tablets and power banks in strict compliance with the school policies. This practice will enable them to access section and subject MS Teams during activities which will require collaboration with the online members of the class. Furthermore, activities in the Irelink CLE can be accessed easily during class discussion. For optimal online learning experience, it would be ideal for each learner to have a computer, laptop, desktop with a web camera and internet access, and reasonably priced wired earphones, headphones with built-in microphones. In identifying the technological infrastructure needed for online learning, we consider the requirements submitted by Phoenix for Irelink's First EduSpec for online robotics and the EPP, TLE, and Computer SAC for the computer subject curriculum. Minimum computer specifications for learners. In the implementation of flex learning, the Department of Education's policy guidelines on classroom assessment as per DepEd Order Number 8, Series of 2015 for the K-12 Basic Education Program will still be followed. The grade components and their corresponding weights are as follows. Pre-kindergarten, kindergarten, grades 1 to 10. For grades 1 and 2 science, the grade components are written works 50% and performance tasks 50%. Grades 11 and 12. Grades in robotics for grades 4 to 12 will be computed as follows. Written works 40%. Performance tasks 60%. The following provisions are observed in determining learner promotion and retention. Preschool to grade 10. Requirements and decisions. Final grade of at least 75 in all learning areas. Promoted to the next grade level. Did not meet expectation in not more than 2 learning areas. Must pass remedial classes for learning areas with failing mark to be promoted to the next grade level. Otherwise, the learner is retained in the same grade level. did not meet expectations in 3 or more learning areas, retained in the same grade level, must pass all learning areas in the elementary junior high school, earn the elementary junior high school certificate, promoted to junior senior high school. Grades 11 and 12. Requirements, decisions. Final grade of at least 75 in all learning areas in a term. Can proceed to the next term. Did not meet expectations in a prerequisite subject in a learning area. Must pass remedial classes for failed competencies in the subject before being allowed to enroll in a higher level subject. Did not meet expectations in any subject or learning area at the end of the term. Must pass remedial classes for failed competencies in the subjects or learning areas to be allowed to enroll in the next term. Otherwise, the learner must retake the subject failed. Must pass all subjects or learning areas in senior high school. Earn the senior high school certificate. To address the varying academic needs of grades 1 to 12 learners, the following special academic programs are offered. Online tutorial program, offered to those who need individualized instruction in a specific subject area. Online remedial program, offered within the school year and during summer to those who got failing marks in any of the subjects. Mental mathematics program, grades 3 to 6 and Singapore Math, grades 4 to 6, offered to those with special skills in mathematics. Extension classes in Araling Panlipunan, English and Filipino, grades 7 to 10, offered to new learners coming from foreign or international schools and lacking the necessary skills units in the subject. Extension class in Christian Living, grades 7 to 10, Religious Studies, grade 12, offered to new learners coming from non-Catholic schools without units in Christian Living, Religious Studies, or its equivalent. The department recognizes the exemplary performance of Ignatian Marians in academics. Their achievements are recognized through the Principal's List Award to be given during the year-end culminating activities such as recognition, moving up, and graduation programs. The criteria for the Principal's List Award are as follows. Candidates from pre-kindergarten to grade 10 level should belong to the list of top 20 learners who have general averages of at least 93. Have no grade lower than 90 in any subject from the first to the third trimester for pre-kindergarten and kindergarten, first to fourth quarter for grades 1 to 10, including robotics and club, and have no grade lower than VS in social affective development for pre-kindergarten and kindergarten, 92 in conduct GMRC for grades 1 to 10. After considering the criteria, candidates for the Principal's List Award should get the following general averages: 96 and above with highest honors, gold medal; 95 to 95.99 with high honors, silver medal; 93 to 94.99 with honors, bronze medal. For the grade 6 level, the Principal's List Award candidate who will obtain the highest general average will receive an additional medal as valedictorian of the batch. Likewise, the candidate with the second highest general average will receive an additional medal as salutatorian of the batch. Candidates for the Principal's List Award who will not qualify in the top 20 will be given certificates of merit as they receive the final report cards. Grades 11 and 12. Merit Certificate for Academic Excellence, Grade 11. This recognition is given to grade 11 students who have a grade of at least 90 in all academic subjects per term, including robotics, club, and conduct. Principal's List Award. The Principal's List Award is given to grade 12 students who have been enrolled in St. Mary's College, Quezon City since grade 11. Candidates should belong to the list of top 20 students who have general averages of at least 92 and have no grade lower than 90 in all academic subjects from the first to the fourth term, including robotics, club, and conduct. After considering the criteria, candidates for the Principal's List Award should get the following general averages: 94 and above with highest honors, gold medal; 93 to 93.99 with high honors, silver medal; 92 to 92.99 with honors, bronze medal. Candidates for the Principal's List Award who will not qualify in the top 20 will be given Certificate of Merit as they receive the final report cards. Top Achiever per Strand. This award is given to the rank 1 among the Principal's List awardees per strand. If the rank 1 in the strand did not qualify for the Principal's List Award, a Certificate of Merit recognition will be given to the student provided that he/she has no grade lower than 80 in all academic subjects and has no grade lower than 90 in robotics, club, and conduct. Special Awards. The criteria for the following special awards are stipulated in the Student Parent Handbook. Best in Qualitative Research, Best in Quantitative Research, Loyalty Award. Discipline is part of the total development of a person. It is concerned with the development of proper behavior in line with the school's philosophy of education. Discipline aims at inculcating orderliness, rules, justice, and charity. This can be achieved if the learners obey rules and orderly conduct, exercise self-control, manifest consideration for the rights of others, and accept the consequences of their actions. The Discipline Office fosters an academic community where wholesome atmosphere and environment for a maximum teaching learning experience prevail. The institution provides well-planned activities that are geared to the attainment of the vision, mission, quality policy, and department objectives. The Discipline section in the Pupil Student Parent Handbook provides the modes of conduct conducive to the promotion of an Ignatian Marian community faithful to the values of faith, excellence, and service. Relevant policies, guidelines, possible offenses, and the corresponding sanctions are clearly explained. The department's code of discipline is based on honesty, fairness, integrity, and justice. The Pupil Student Activity Program encompasses all activities and experiences that are outside of but complementary to the academic curriculum. These are extracurricular activities that create situations and opportunities that provide for maximum development of creativity, individual talents, and potentials. With the new normal in our educational system, the Pupil Student Activity Program aims to provide the Ignatian Marians with the opportunities to continually develop one's abilities, talents, and skills, develop a strong sense of leadership and followership through different activities, and cultivate their love for service, deep faith in God, and excellence in all undertakings. Thus, the Pupil Student Activity Area offers a variety of clubs every Friday. These clubs create situations and opportunities that ensure maximum development of creativity, individual talents, and potentials. The different clubs offered to all Ignatian Marians from grades 1 to 6 include religious clubs, Ignatian Marian Altar Servers and Mother Ignatia Club, co-curricular clubs, Matinee Club, Cybertech Club, Creative Writing 1.0, Public Speaking Club, Aklat at Paniti Club, Green Thumb, Happy Animal Keepers, Cultural arts clubs, Little Chefs Club, Symphony of Songs, the musicians, guitar, organ, piano, Dance and Dazzle, Doodle Art Basic, Teatro Bulilit Club, Sports Clubs, Esports Buddies, Sports for Beginners, Basketball, Volleyball, Civic Service Clubs, Ignatian Marian Council, Cub, Boy, and Star Girl Scouting Clubs. For grades 7 to 12, the following clubs are provided. Religious clubs, Ignatian Marian Altar Servers and Mother Ignatia Club. Co-curricular clubs, Math Society, Information and Communications Technology, Writers Guild and Panitik at Panulat Clubs, Creative Writing 1.0, Public Speaking Club, Earth Savers Club, Society Club, Cultural Arts Club, Symphony of Songs, the musicians, guitar, organ, piano, Dance and Dazzle, Doodle Art Advance, Trillions Club, Teen Chefs Club, Photography Club, Sports Clubs, Esports Buddies, Sports Advance, Basketball, Volleyball, Civic Service Clubs, Ignatian Marian Council, Basic Life Support and First Aid Club. We enjoin you, our dear Ignatian Marian parents, guardians, and learners to be guided by the following additional provisions: daily morning prayer, flag ceremony, homeroom time will be facilitated by the class advisors. They will lead and prepare their classes at the start of the day. The class advisors will closely monitor the learners' progress and will also coordinate with their parents, guardians, as regards giving of reminders, following up requirements, and scheduling consultation requests, among others. Consultation period is a vital aspect of online learning. During this time, individual learner can request for assistance from the subject teachers as regards previously recently taught lessons or the assigned tasks to be completed. Club activities will be offered to all grades 1 to 12 learners starting school year 2022-2023. During synchronous learning, members of the academic council may join any class to monitor the learner's behavior and the teaching-learning process. As we shift to the flex learning modality, 2022-2023 will be indeed another challenging school year for everyone. We would like to assure you that we will journey together in the achievement of our goals. The dedicated RVM sisters, school administrators, faculty members, and other school personnel commit to make you experience the uniqueness of quality, transformative Ignatian Marian education. Welcome, dear parents, guardians, and learners to St. Mary's College, where faith is nurtured, passion for excellence is built, and compassion for service is developed. This is our school and home, St. Mary's College, Quezon City, where new possibilities are limitless.